boys and girls. We're now going to do part 2 of our math test. So you need the packet that starts with number 5. The 5 is circled, and we have fruit. And I'd like you to write your name at the top. Please make sure your name's at the top. And you can make sure it's on top of both of your packets because I want to know who's doing all this wonderful work. Now, we're going to start with looking at tally marks and practicing counting them. I want you to count how many people voted for their favorite fruit to be an apple. Then I want you to write that number right here. Do your best number writing. Now, count how many people said their favorite fruit was banana. Write that number here now. And count how many people said their favorite fruit was grapes. Write that number right now. Now we're going to go to the heart row, and in the heart row we're going to make one of our charts again. And we're going to use nests and eggs. So we're going to start in the first one where we have one nest. So you write your 1. And let's count the eggs in there. We have 1, 2 eggs. So we put that at the bottom. So now we come back and we count again. How many nests do we have now? 1, 2. So we write 2 nests. And how many eggs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 eggs. Now, come again and we have 1, 2, 3 nests. So we write our 3. And we count our eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you're noticing something. We're counting by 2s. So you can count those eggs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or count them 2, 4, 6. I want you to finish this chart telling me how many nests at the top and then how many eggs. Then down here it says how many eggs in all. So whatever number you get in this last space, I want you to write down here. Okay? Because then that tells me how many in all. So whatever that last number is goes right here. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to finish this table and write your answers. Go right ahead. Okay, let's turn now to page 6. So we're going to flip it over. And we're going to find some pennies. And we are going to do some addition and subtraction with pennies. So I would like for you in the heart row to count up all your pennies and tell me how many pennies do you have in all? How many pennies in all? In the shamrock row, we had 7 cents, but then spent 3 cents. How much money do we have left? How much money do we have left? And now in the shamrock row, we are going to write a number sentence. So we're going to start in the first group. How many marbles do you have? Please write the number here. How many marbles do you have? How many marbles do you have in the second group? How many marbles do you have in the second group? Write that number now. And then please write how many marbles in all. How many marbles do you have in all? All right, let's turn over now to page number 7. 7 is circled at the bottom, and we have clocks. In the duck row, I'd like you to look at your analog clock and write the number to tell me what time is it? What time is it? In the heart row, I'd like you to look at that analog clock again and tell me what time it is and put it on the digital clock. What time is it? Now, in the shamrock row, we have a group of apples. I would like you to count all the apples and write the number on this line to tell me how many apples are there. How many apples are there? Now, I want you to look at this group of apples. Could you put an X on the one that doesn't belong in this group of apples? Which one doesn't belong in this group of apples? X it out, please. Good. Now, in the butterfly row, I want you to look at these three shapes. I would like you to circle the shape that shows half. Remember, think about what your half is, looking for those equal parts. Circle which shape shows half. All right, and let's turn over to our last page, page 8 in the circle, and we have our spinners at the top. Let's look at these three spinners. Looking at these spinners, I would like you to circle for me which one shows that it's less likely to land on gray. It's really not going to land on gray that much when you spin it. Which one of these shows it's less likely to land on gray? Please circle the spinner now. Now let's go to the heart row. In the heart row, I would like you to count these crescent moons. Count how many moons there are and write the number on the line. Now let's go to the shamrock row. In the shamrock row, I'd like you to count this group of stars. Count the stars and write the number to tell me how many stars we have in this group. And then our last one, the shamrock row. Look at these squares. I would like to know which square shows fourths. Fourths. Think about what a fourth is. Circle the one that shows fourths. Great job, kindergarten.